me already stop shaking this. And I'm still shaking it. Hey, Channy. Oh, girl. We have a lot to cover today. Hey, Ozana Young. Yes. I know, like, I'm a little bit late, but you know, CPT time. Okay. Y'all know. Thank you. I wish they were double-sided and they keep flipping over to the blank side. So they were the only ones that I could grab. Like, but they're really cute. I love them. Okay. Hey, Angel Stewart, Lord Tarot, Rin, JN, Samaya. I hope I'm saying that right. Positively Jealous, Ash. Thank you, Ash. Positively Jealous. I've been all right. I've been doing good. The Twitter's been stressing me out a bit, but I've been good. Hey, Cookie Monster. Yeah, they are, right? I'm glad I got them. Okay, so let's like jump right into things. We have a few things to talk about today. I actually went and gathered some information to see what was going on within K-pop, within Korea, within, you know, our world, everything that's going on. It is a mess. While Lioness is out from my heart today. Oh, thank you. Hey. Okay, so thank you, Diana Art. So what was I going to start off with? Let's start off with what's going on in Korea. So, hi, Yami Zone. I just seen that Jung Jun Young his sentence got reduced. So that's what we're talking about first. I'm going to try to go in a little bit of the order that I've already titled in the video. So we're going to start off with Jung Jun Young. And his sentence got reduced from 7 years to 5 years. Hey, Short of you. So that is like really upsetting. For the crimes that he's committed, for him to get his sentence reduced, it was surprising that they already gave him 7 years because for those of you who know or have been aware, South Korea does not really charge that much, like give people that much time for sexual crimes. Probably shouldn't have said that, they're gonna demonetize me. But for crimes committed like that, I'm gonna have to see if I can mute that. But this whole video is probably gonna touch on a few subjects that, you know, I don't know how YouTube, you know, algorithms or however this works is going to handle it. He's appealing it again as well. Yes, I was going to talk about that. He is absolutely appealing it again. And I'm really upset because it's just like, why? Like, why did this happen? I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. I have my cards here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if his sentence is going to be reduced even more so, or see if I can see if his sentence will be reduced any more so, because I really need that man to be in jail for real. Hey, Dave. What am I missing? Okay. He absolutely is. I'm so mad because he's one of those people that I had found probably like maybe a year before this all happened. And I liked the guy. I was like, oh my God, who is this guy? I love his voice. I love his songs. And then he did this, and it's just like, when you find out like how people really are, it's absolutely crazy. So let's see. Will Jung Jun Young's, I can't say his name all the way like together because the JJYs, but will JJY's sentence be reduced again? Okay, we have the devil in reverse. I don't think so. But we also have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is kind of like, I'm sorry for shaking the table. I'm so sorry. Shaking the camera. Okay. Who just said thank you? Me. Wow. I'm trying, but when I shuffle and stuff and spread the cards out, that's how it kind of comes up. I end up shaking the table. maybe I'll like consider putting another little desk over and kind of shuffling over here so I'm not actually shaking the camera. I always thought he was creepy, but I don't know why. I don't know why, but I guess we know now, right? Um okay, so no, I think they will actually even if they don't reduce his sentence, like maybe he'll still have 5 years, but they'll probably do something like 3 years in jail and then 2 years community service or something. So it'll still be essentially five, essentially. But right now I'm getting principles in reverse. So this is like, you're not going to see the better half of the Korean government. We have Knight of Pentacles, also that's in reverse. So this is kind of continuing bad habits down the same train. Also like this video if you like this, if you also like me touching on subjects like this and reading about situations such as Jung Jun Young and other crimes going on over there. It's probably not going to be an everyday thing, and we also have the devil. Oh, we also have the devil card. It was in reverse. So yeah, I don't think that there is going to be anything really big changing for them over there. I do think they're going to still stay with the same principles. They're going to still basically be very light-handed on condemning these criminals who do these kinds of things. I don't think we're going to see much of a change. I don't think he was in jail. I don't know if he was in jail because I think they have a thing where until you're actually proven guilty, I don't think you go to jail. Anyway, I'm getting the card for Wealth Empress. Did being in jail even faze him, or was it like a hotel? Wealth. What is this other card? Wisdom. So I think it did not faze him. He was smart enough to know that his money is going to get him out. He's still smart enough to know his money is going to get him out. He's not fazed by any of this. It seems like he has a lot of pawns. And okay, so what I'm being pointed to is this justice symbol in Wealth. So he definitely has ties to people in law enforcement. Sorry for my nail. I was practicing today. Like he has friends and ties in in high places, like you could say. So he's not phased. He's not phased at all. I don't know how long his money is, but it seems like his money is long. Okay, that reach is. I mean, look at the picture. So he's actually really not phased by this at all. And why would he be? It's not like they do anything to these criminals. Why would he actually be phased? I think there are actual past predators who are still very openly celebrities still in there. So, okay. Let's see. What was next on my title? I can't even see the title of this video. Hey, sis. Oh yeah, what's up? What's the next? What did I tag in the title of this? What was the next one? I think it was Shane. Was it Shane Dawson? Wow. It was Shane Dawson. It was Shane Dawson over and Korea's Alicia. Thank you, AOC. Okay, so Shane Dawson. Thank you, guys. Okay, so moving on to Shane Dawson. This really isn't about Shane Dawson himself. For everybody who's aware of who he is, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who he is. We know the type of person that he is. He is a very anti-Black, very racist person, very openly racist person. If you don't agree, that's your prerogative, whatever. But on my channel, I know what he is. I've seen it. So I'm speaking off of that and my personal experiences as a Black woman. So what we're going to get into is actually the Twitter hashtag. I really don't care about Shane himself. But what I want to talk about is on Twitter, I really can't stand, because I see a lot of K-pop fans do this. I cannot stand when K-pop fans use situations where there are people, or you could say protected groups of people, minorities, who are being or dealing with racism, who's dealing with a lot of other things, and they go into that tag and spam it with K-pop. I can't stand seeing false, what's the word? Um, when you're not actually you don't care about the people who are being attacked, you don't care about the people who are being hurt. Short Evie, Shane Dawson has done blackface a few times, still makes shirts and profits off of his blackface characters. He said a lot of very racist things. He's done this, he's, you know, continues to do things like that. But like I said, it's not, I don't really care about him. I know what he looks like. I'm really wanting to talk and address this to fake K-pop fans who fake like they're being progressive, and they go into tags that are where people are trying to stand up for their own rights and their own humanity, and they spam K-pop fan cams. I hate when they spam things like, "Oh, someone's canceled," and they're not canceling them because of their actual crimes or, you know, what they've actually done to a minority. They're actually canceling them because they may have said something about BTS, which I see a lot. Somebody will say, "Oh, I don't like BTS," and they'll pull up receipts of them doing something, you know, problematic that they've already been known and didn't care about before, and then they'll decide to use the fact that this person had mentioned negatively their K-pop fave to then try to cancel it, and then bring up people of color, other people of colors, Black people's trauma. Because most of the time, a lot of the times, you know, I'm speaking for Black people experience because I'm Black. Okay, so a lot of the times they'll take that and they'll use that to weaponize that against this person. But it's not because they actually care for the group of people that's been attacked, but they're more so concerned and care about somebody disliking their fave. And I really can't stand that. I really need people to stop doing that. Stop going into tags where people are fighting, you know, against, you know, anti-blackness and things like that, and posting fan cams. Like, that's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Like, life is bigger than K-pop. Okay, it's really bigger than K-pop. People are really being affected in real life, and I see this not just with culturally insensitive issues, but also, you know, a lot of other insensitive issues. Like, people will spam fan cams under people talking about being sick, under people talking about being physically hurt, about people going through breakups and things like that. And it's just, you know, it's gotten really, it's been out of hand, but it's really too much. Like, y'all, some of y'all need to chill. Some of the people who, a lot of them need to chill. Stop making fake hashtags for that. And that's all I wanted to say on that. That's really it. Okay. So many K-pop fans are. Let's see. Life is bigger than K-pop. You're so right, but people won't wake up. Says Guin. Hey Chinese. So many K-pop fans are immature and toxic. Very toxic. That idol that got Miss Rona finally recovered from getting it. I heard, what idol got Miss Rona? Let's see. And the Black woman that was certain by it condoned Shane's behavior and accepted it. Um, it's you know, you really hate to see it. You really do. You really hate to see it. You have a lot. There are a lot of people who are more protective over their bag than they are of their humanity, and that's just the way it is. All skin folk ain't kin folk. They could care less about what you do or say to, you know, their people, as long as they're getting paid, as long as they're still benefiting. So, hey, it is what it is. But I just wish a lot of people would stop taking advantage of these situations to really show K-pop and like boost views on your dance videos. Like, stop that. Okay, so next subject. This is a short subject, but South Korea has just changed its age of consent. I did not know that South Korea's age of consent was 13. I was unaware of that, completely unaware of that. So it kind of shook me that, you know, they're just now changing it. So they're just now changing their age of consent to 16. And I just wanted to let you know that, and because that blew me, like that blew my mind. I was like, It was not already up there. It like what? You know what I'm saying? 13. Yes, Gwen. 13. Yeah, Ash. I did not know it. Hey, Carolina Bloom. Ren, that's so crazy. And I was just like, this make it make sense. Like, this is not this ain't it. It's just y'all. But anyway, so like I said, that was gonna be just a short thing to touch up on and let you guys know things that I have found out recently. So next news, I had two predictions come true this week. So the short one is I predicted, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I predicted that Asha was going to get another win. It was in, I think it was like the last tweet to one of my Ashta rants or something. I predicted that they were going to get a win, and they did. After I posted that, so I'm excited about that. That's the second win for Asha that I've predicted. For those of you who don't know, I predicted their first win for all nights. I don't remember when it was, but I predicted their first one for all night, so that came true. Let's see. The legal age there is 19, but the age of consent is 16. Okay. So the other prediction that came true was, what was it? For those of you who like NCT, who are and netizens, I guess NCT. I don't really know how to pronounce the fan base name, but who consider yourselves netizens, fans of NCT. If you watched the video that I did for NTC, specifically 127, yes, for 127, I see your post, Cookie Monster. I said that they're going to need to do damage control quickly because that there's going to be a situation where somebody is going to say something and they're going to get a lot of hate for it. Now, I figured that it was going to be Hey-chan. This is where things get a little interesting. I was like, well, there's a lot of energy surrounded by Hey-chan. I'm kind of feeling like it had something to do with Hey-chan. Hey-chan, NCT Dream just got in trouble for using the R word. And so then, yeah, that was kind of the big scandal. And I know you probably be like, well, that's Dream and not 127. Well, Hey-chan is in both Dream and 127. He's in both groups. And so what happened was the reason why that energy was so surrounded by him is because it was going to be in a group that he was in, which was interesting enough because he was the only one that seemingly did not laugh at the joke. Where I thought he was going to be one of the main perpetrators, he was the only one that actually did not laugh. And so that was very interesting to see. It was just really interesting. It was very interesting the way it turned out. I'm not really surprised that the groups were kind of mixed together anyway, because NC, I told you guys maybe last year, that the reason why I never really touched on NCT or specific subgroups is because it's so confusing and difficult because they're constantly switching around between subunits. And so if I'm trying to read on one subunit, I could be ending up all over the place and it gets really confusing. So this was kind of something that happened, even though I read on 127. Some of the 127 members, or one of the 127 members, is also in Dream, which would have also counted for Mark as well. So I'm going to probably change the title to just NCT all. And I think I may start doing that in general. If when I do NCT readings, I'll just probably use NCT as a whole instead of the subunits, because I think it's just going to pick up on everybody. Ozana says J-Min messed up. Yeah, girl. I saw them cackling around that table. My boy being problematic. The fact that they said it about H. Oh, they said it about him. That's why he wasn't laughing. Wow, H-Chan, low-key kind of wolf. That makes sense. So they said that about him. Okay, I was wondering why that energy was around him, because that makes sense. It says there are young guys that don't always think, they're going to make mistakes sometimes, pretty stupid mistakes, but it happens. Agreed. The joke was directed at Hey-chan, wasn't it? Ozona Young says. Hey-chan, he says it's probably because the joke was towards Hey-chan too. Thank you. Thank y'all for telling me that. That makes a lot of sense. It's wrong to say it in the first place, but the fact that they said it and laughed at someone that's supposed to be their fellow group member, shake my head, that wasn't good. Because I was, even for someone who may be, a little more, woke or aware of, certain words like that, it was the way he looked stood out to me because I'm like, he looked really solemn about it. And I'm like what's going on? Like I wondered if he had close connections to someone who has a mental illness like that. So I was wondering if that affected him like that. I did not know they were actually calling him that. Wow. Being young is no excuse. They're old enough to know and to be fully aware of this. A word you don't say. Exactly, Cookie Monster. You are right. They definitely are old enough. Uh-huh. Hopefully they or SME come out with an apology. I was hoping to see that too, but I guess not. More than likely with things like this though, it's not big enough to create too big, like to create a wave strong enough for somebody to apologize. So I don't think they're gonna touch on it. I think they'll probably just ignore it and then people are gonna get over it. When I was 19, I knew better not to say the R word. Um, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Dave says, I heard it was a word that sounded similar to it. I don't know. I was watching Hunter Hunter. Dave, what episode of Hunter Hunter are you on? Let's see. Yeah, I feel bad for him now too, Patrice. Um, okay. Ozana Young says, "What K-pop albums have you been listening to as of late?" As of late, I actually have been wanting to. I haven't gotten a chance to, but I've been wanting to listen to, my Chen April in a Flower album. Um, yeah, I've been want. No, I've actually been wanting to listen to the other album. What? Dear My Dear, and Obsession. I've also been wanting to listen to which album was it? It was one of the BTS albums that I can't remember which one it was because usually I just kind of mix up the songs that I like and put it on my playlist and listen to them. So, like, so, um, I think it's, I think it's this one. I think it's Love Yourself Answer. Once I like open them, I kind of don't touch them. I just don't listen to it off YouTube. So I think it's this album. Oh my god, you can't even read the back of it. Yeah, it's Answer. Like I said, I usually kind of mix them all together on a playlist on YouTube, so I don't even know which ones are on which album. I just get the album, listen to it like once on the CD, once or twice, and then I just listen to it off YouTube so I don't scratch up my CDs. Um, let's see. Dave 86 is getting sad. It's gonna get sadder. It's like it's really look. Hunter it just gets worse and worse and worse as you go along. Like it gets more heartbreaking and horrifying as you go along. I started that mess thinking I was gonna watch a cute little action, kid show, something like censored Yu-Gi-Oh or something where you don't know the Shadow Realm just really means you K-wording them. So, yeah. Let's see. Translators are saying that it's possible that Jamin got tongue-tied and that there is a difference of one letter between what he meant to say and the R word. It's still bad that they laughed though. Even if that's the case, it should have been easier for them to apologize, easier for them to stop and say, I did not mean to say that. This was not my intention, or even apologize. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they apologized to Hey-chan. I don't know what, they did, but it wasn't enough. So I'm glad JYP let Day 6 go on their break and they have been outspoken about mental illness, and that's why I like JYP out of the big three. I also dislike JYP because he's overly controlling, but and other reasons. But I didn't get to see Day 6 new video Zombie. I want to see it. I'm probably gonna watch it when I get off the live. But yeah, I seen a clip of Jay talking about his mental illness, and I was freaking heartbroken. And I'm like, please let them rest, because I'm like, y'all not, I know y'all not paying them, because Jay talks about that all the time, that they're not getting paid enough. So it's just like, let them rest, especially they're writing and composing all their music and getting paid only enough to get cut ramen. Like, sit down. um all the shonen writers want what Togashi has. Agreed. Okay. um I can't help but feel really worried for them. Another reader did a reading on one of the members, and they're afraid Day 6 won't come back. Honestly, I was going to say that. I was actually going to say I don't think it would be best for them to. I think Day 6 is one of those groups that honestly they need to break their contract, and when they're ready to do their own music, like just them, like what do they call them? Freelancer, I don't know. They need to do something where it's just they work on their own time and they get paid directly. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Gozana says Grill is so good. Dave says I've spoiled that Gone and Killua. Dave, what if somebody didn't watch it in here? You spoiled that. But yeah. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. But you know what? The interesting thing about it is that when I read that he was straight up like he writes his stories with characters that he will be able to like kill off in the end, I was like, okay, you're gonna take me for a wild ride here. So I was halfway prepared to lose everyone that I loved. No, I can't say halfway. I was partially prepared to lose everyone that I loved in Hunter x Hunter. The song is so relatable. Stop. Looks like I'm gonna have to watch this stream all over again. Hello everyone. Hey Baksu. Angel Stewart. Ozana, what other readers do you watch? Ozana Young Zombie made me sob. Oh, girl, you're gonna make me watch it, and I don't want to feel sad. I'll probably watch it in the morning, and I'll still be sad. Let's see. I know when he said the minute you have to ask yourself if you're okay, you know something's not. Yeah, when he said that, I was like, okay, like my heart was breaking. I've been in a job that sucks the life out of you. It isn't fun. Hopefully they can still find something that works for them. I completely agree. And maybe, they can do stuff where they work behind the scenes and they just do instrumentation for other bands and they don't have to worry about being in the spotlight. They can actually get their money off of, what is it, when you get signed to some, they got that thing that Yoongi won where he composes music. I think it's like Korea's list of composers or something. Like they could do some stuff like that, be a hired band. I don't know. Whatever makes them happy, but I don't think it's worth it. Everybody treating JYP Entertainment like an angel, and it's not true. That's very true. It's not. I used to think that not too long ago either. Like, I always knew that they were probably not the worst out of all three of them, but that's about as far as that goes. Let's see. I genuinely would feel like Day 6 would thrive in Japan. I do too. Absolutely. Guin says Kurapika death is endgame for this current arc. Togashi said it too in an interview. He was like, Laugh my so by the way, Kurapika and the Phantom Troop all died. He really just said that? He really did. I'm gonna be honest, the way Kurapika was acting, I'm not surprised. Like he literally walks with death. So I was like sitting there like you're the way you're so obsessed with getting these eyes back, the way you're so obsessed with it, I'm like, you're gonna go down with this ship. You're gonna go down with everybody who started this. Absolutely. Especially if you're the last one left. You're gonna go down with that ship. Um Hey, I've been gone for months. I'm back. Hey, Satan Young, you have been off topic, but my brother got involved in a motorcycle accident and was at the risk of getting his arm amputated. Can you do a reading to see if he's okay? Sure can. Well, I mean, like okay in the sense of if the arm is gonna go, or like if he's mentally stable. Because okay, so I got the card from contentment. So he's okay. Like he's settled down. Like he's in a decent place, I would say. Yeah, he's in a decent place. Um he does have a few things that he's dealing with. It's like he's trying to fight his demons, but he is being optimistic. He's trying very hard to be very optimistic. So that's kind of like what he's feeling right now. That's where he's at. Well, welcome back, and I hope everything goes well. Like, I hope he'll be all right. Yum is back. Let's see, Dave. Wait. Who's my favorite? At Dave, he's my favorite character, but I think he needs to either die for real or die like spiritually as he finishes everything to an end. Empty inside just feels more realistic. And I agree. Angel Stewart says, has anyone heard of the group Elris? They added 2 new members. I stand them more. I've heard of the group Elris. I can't remember what they look like or what songs they did. Ozana Young says, hope your brother will be okay. Golan says, I saw Twice having a comeback, and I'm like, please let them rest. I forgot about them being overworked because my behind was sitting there like, yes, Twice. And then I'm like, oh yeah, they're overworked. They're because they're like they're gonna be JYP is probably gonna keep bouncing between them and ITZY because it's like I don't know, like I keep telling you guys, like he works best with girl groups, and I think he's just now starting to realize that. Okay. Dave, RIP Hunter fans for real. We both agree because we are both Leos. That is funny. JYP does put Twice to work. Let's see. I think there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, guys, for all of y'all who are interested in Patreon, go follow me over on Patreon. I have dumped a big ton of readings over there. If you have not seen, because I know I posted some of the ones on Twitter, but they're linked. I've done, let's see, I've done Astro, Moonbin, Umwu. I touched on a scandal that Umwu had where apparently he apparently wrote to a fan that he wanted to see them in some sort of black dress in a dark alley with some weird stuff. I think it's a rumor. I don't know. But I touched on that to see whether that's true or not. So that's over there. Chaniel, I did a Chaniel reading. I don't know if I uploaded it over there. It'll be up next week. Who else did I do? I think G Idol, Dreamcatcher. If you're a fan of girl groups, they're all the way up over there. But what I want you guys to do is leave in the comment section below, or even like right now, because I actually have a pen and paper with me for a change. If you want to tell me what groups you want me to read on, go ahead and drop them now. So drop the groups that you want me to read on if I haven't touched them. I will still be going through BTS members for this year. So I have Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and JK. Did I do Taehyung? I didn't do Taehyung. So I'm going to do... I'm gonna do him. So I'm gonna do the rest of the BTS members. I will eventually get back to ATs, but we don't have many ATs fans over here. So I'm just gonna take my time with ATs. I see B2B, The Rose, Shiny, The Usual EXO. Yes, Trella, I am going down a list of EXO. Like I said, Shania will be out next week, and then I'm going to do Baekhyun and Suho. I'm not sure what order, but I'm going to be Icon. Okay. Didn't I just do Blackpink? Did I not just do Blackpink? Am I tripping? Hyuna. Anyway, over on Patreon, basically by the ends of the weeks or the beginning of the week, I dump like a whole bunch of videos over there, and then that's kind of when I start organizing them to put them over on here. So you can consider joining Patreon, get all the readings over there in a lump sum. Sorry, the oven. Or also consider hitting that join button below, because all of my members who are den members and higher will get all of those readings as well. So treasure. Okay. I saw YG is debuting a girl group. And I think their title is Who Dis? Let's see. Choi Siwon. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. I'm going to put these 6 in the suggestion box. I have no idea where I will be when I'll be getting to them. What's going on with Siwon that y'all so excited? Did y'all see that? Oh, y'all didn't see that YG girl group or whatever? I've been waiting for Treasure to release. Is it? And it was something called Who Dis? Nobody seen that? Momoland. That was a good, Positively Jealous. That was a good suggestion since I'm doing. I have been like dedicating like since last month or this month. This 30 days or whatever to girl groups, because I completely neglect most girl groups on this channel besides Blackpink and a little bit of Twice. So I will go ahead and add Momoland. Like I said, I don't know when these are gonna drop, but then what group was I seeing that was like, hold on, I'm about to find them. Hold on, because I was seeing these teasers for this girl group, and I think they said it had links to YG Entertainment. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and find out what their name is. Okay, so I'm looking. It's just, where is it? Oh my god, it's taking me so long to find it. I'm sorry, like if I'm just like staring into the camera like all crazy like, but I was just looking at the teasers to it on Omona. They didn't, and now I literally can't find it. It's making so much noise. Oh well, I can't find them, but it was like something like Who Dis. Y'all can find it after the video. Because okay, so I think that's pretty much all of the news that I think I have personally for that I can think of. I think I've touched on everything. So how have y'all been doing, and what do y'all like? What's up with y'all? What have y'all been up to? Like, what have y'all been into? What's good? Rosanna Young says Blackpink will disband when the new girl group debuts, just like what's happened to 21. Mm. That's probably true. I'm pretty sure he'll probably only hang on to Lisa and Jenny. Since he's already taken Jisoo off of the model list or whatever. So I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like he's probably gonna drop those other two. Joke Fun says anime. Yes, okay. It keeps you like alive during the week when you're bored and you know. I heard that Jisoo Blackpink is not on the YG actor list. Is it because she's preparing for to leave YG? That's a good question. I'm trying to see if I started on Blackpink already for this year because I could answer that now or I could just save it for a video. I think I'll save it for the video. I'll save it for a video and do Blackpink members. Okay, yeah. I have them on my list anyway. Okay. I've been dealing with a toxic ex nightmare experience, but I start back working again, so I won't be thinking about it much. Oh, girl. I hope everything gets better. I've been working like crazy, and I'm hella excited for NCT's live comeback. I was so confused when the teasers for NCT was dropping, and I'm like, didn't y'all just came back? And I was confusing Dream because again, I was seeing Hey Chan's teaser again, so I'm like, what is going on? I was super confused. Will TXT win an award for Wild James? What for? Wait, what? Oh, I read two different comments. Will TXT win an award for their comeback? All right, well, we'll see. I'll see if I can predict that. Let's see. Speaking of TXT's comeback, I am so excited for this. I'm so excited. I think, okay, so you know how BTS's comebacks, a lot of them are centered around a story. I've been telling my sisters that TXT's comeback, TXT storyline seems like it's centered around this book called what's it called? We Were Liars. So I think it's centered around this book called We Were Liars. The story kind of looks like it would be very similar to that. And so I think it would be, I don't know, they probably already said what storyline TXT's stuff is based off of. Probably, but right now it has a lot of similars to We Were Liars. I want these earrings to show, man. These are so cool. Yeah, it's so cool. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, TXT. What text one? What I'm more so seeing is that this is just really going to be a birth of a new era. So, besides really, besides, it looks like, oof, hold on. Interestingly enough, I may have to go ahead and do a whole reading on the text because it looks like there's going to be really bad things happening for them. Ooh, what is going on? So like at first I'm getting like a birth of a new era, but then I like got all like every bad card that you could find in this deck flew out for text. Like so maybe that birth of a new era isn't a good birth. So more so about its comeback. I don't think this is more so about the comeback, but I think it's more so about the year for text in general. It's not looking too good. I'm seeing a lot of negative cards, a lot of negative things happening for them. So let me try one more time. Okay. Okay. Mm. Well, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Have no idea. I'm not getting. I wasn't getting anything good for text, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. That doesn't mean nothing good will happen. They could probably win straight out the back. Trust me, they most likely can win straight out the back. But for whatever reason, my cards are like, no, very bad. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's see. Ozana Young says, I love that book. TK, I have to agree that I was confused also, like, same. What are we talking about? Let's see. It's one of faves. 30 isn't that old, guys. We Were Liars messed me up. And Korea Jin is considered old as dirt. I'm 20, so 30 is old, but not too ancient. Please don't say 30 is old. Oh, I refuse to be old in a few years. I'm excited for the Beckham comeback. I am too. I'm actually really excited. And honestly, if I mess with this album, I actually may consider it if I can get it. I'm probably gonna get the first one and this one because I like his albums. Poor babies. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what this energy is around them. I do hope for the best for them, but it's not looking too good. I may still dedicate a whole nother reading to text just to see if I can kind of get, come on, pen, whatever, just to see if I can get more into detail about what could possibly be going on with them. Or maybe if it's just I need to read, I don't know. I don't know, use another deck or something. Let's see. I wonder when we're going to get a Kai solo. Poor Kai. Kai solo in 10 years. I do need a Kai solo for real. For real, for real. All right, guys. I'm actually going to keep this live pretty short. I'm going to close on out. I'm going to close on out tonight. I'm tired. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope we touched on a lot of subjects that you can kind of get your head around, and then maybe, I don't know. Oh, I am considering this week for my members to do a live because there are a few things I want to talk about. I got some schedules arranged with you guys on what you guys want released first because you guys come first. So all of my videos that I will be dropping, I'm going to make a list and then we can talk about it in the Wednesday live about what do y'all want to see first. We can vote on that or I'll make a poll. Either way, I'm going to keep y'all updated. All right. So until next time, guys, deuces. I will see you again next Saturday. Okay. Bye.